We're going to start seated. Whether you sit on your knees or sit cross-legged, let's drop into some box breathing to start today's practice. And if you find yourself coming into a comfortable seated pose and you automatically cross your legs in a certain direction, let's cross them in the opposite direction today to start our practice. If your hips are feeling tight, you can feel free to pop a block or bolster or rolled up towel or something underneath your hips to tilt your pelvis forward. And sitting nice and tall, a gentle tuck of the chin into the chest. Letting the hands rest on your knees. We'll take a couple of deep breaths to just arrive on your mat. And then as we continue into box breathing, we'll work through an inhale of 4. Thank you. We're going to hold the breath for 4, an exhale for 4, and then pause or hold for 4. And with box breathing, it's really great to regulate the nervous system. I find for me, when I'm really stressed out, coming into box breathing, whether I'm still driving, walking, eventually, after a few sessions, the box breathing can help to almost bring the heartbeat and the breath in sync. And if you're walking, you can bring the breath, the heartbeat, and the walking pace in sync as well. So let's take a deep breath in to prepare. Exhale, let it out. Let's begin. Inhale for 4. Hold at the top for 4. Exhale for 4. Pause or hold for 4. Inhale for 4. Pause at the top for 4. Exhale for 4. And then pause. Inhale again for 4. Pause for 4. Exhale for 4. And then pause for 4. Let's do 2 more rounds. Inhale. Pause at the top for 4. Exhale for 4. And then pause for 4. 1 more round. Inhale. Pause at the top for 4. Exhale for 4. And then pause for 4. Coming back to your normal breath. Nice long deep breaths in and out. And as we continue our practice, see if you can inhale and exhale through the nose. And at any point in time through your days, longer exhales will also help to bring the nervous system back on track. Help you feel more grounded, relaxed, turn off that fight or flight. Let's remove that block if you've got a block underneath the hips. Cross the legs in the opposite direction. Maybe even widen out the sitting position so that you can open up the hips a little bit more. As we wake up the spine, let's bring the hands to the knees. Start those spinal circles. Let's wake up the spine. And as an added bonus, when you're waking up your spine, you can use those hands to push into the knees ever so gently to open up the hips. And don't forget to breathe nice and deep. We'll take 2 more circles in this direction. Next time you come up with a nice tall spine, let's reverse direction. Just simply going at whatever pace feels good for your body today. Really leading with that heart, that chest as you come forward, holding onto the knees and round the back when you come back. It's almost like an internal massage of the organs too when we go through this. Let's take 2 more circles in this direction. Back up through the center, nice big breath in, sitting up tall with that spine. Exhale, relax the shoulders, relax the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Right hand on the mat beside you. As you inhale, left arm comes up. Exhale, reach over to the right. Keep the trunk of the body as long as you can without collapsing the side body. Maybe even looking under that left arm as you reach to the right. Inhale to find length in that stretch, reaching those left fingertips all the way to the right. Exhale, deepen that stretch. One more big breath in, reach that left arm to the sky. On the exhale, come a little bit deeper into that right side stretch. Feeling the stretch along the left side of the body. Inhale, back up through center, reaching the arms all the way up to the sky. Shoulders up to the ears. And then as you exhale, relax the shoulders down. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches over to the left. Keeping those sits bones planted. Each inhale, find length in that stretch, reaching from those right middle fingers all the way down the right sit bone. On the exhale, reach over to the left. Maybe even looking under that right arm, looking down to the bottom left hand. One more big breath in here, reaching up to the sky with that right hand. And then exhale, deepening into that stretch as you reach over to the left, feeling that really long, deep stretch along the right side of the body. Inhale, reach all the way up to the sky. On the exhale, twist the body to the right, letting the arms float down. Tenting those fingers at the bottom. As you inhale, lengthen the spine. On the exhale, looking over that right shoulder, look behind you. Inhale again, nice and tall with the spine. On the exhale, look right. Inhale, reach those arms up to the sky. Let's come to the other side. Exhale, twist to the left. Arms float down, tent the fingers. Your next inhale, lengthen the spine, nice and tall. Exhale, look left, or even further over the left shoulder. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhale to find length in that spine. Exhale, see if you can go deeper. Inhale, arms to the sky. As you exhale, fold the body forward. Let the arms reach forward, fingertips down. Let the head relax, round the back. Take 2 more breaths here. Maybe arms are outstretched, perhaps coming to the forearms if that feels better for you. And then walking the hands back towards the body. Let's come onto the knees. As you come onto the knees, let's bring the left leg out to the left side. Palms facing down in front of you. And then just rocking forwards and back. And making sure that you have as much weight in all your fingertips as you can. Really feeling grounded and planted in those fingers. It's almost like you're clawing into the ground. Feeling really nice and stable here. And those gentle rocks forward and back to stretch out the hips on that left side. And don't forget to breathe. Let's come back to that neutral center position. Walking the hands over to the right side, bringing your right arm down and feeling a nice long line in the body, reaching that left arm all the way over to the right. Maybe even looking under that right arm. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Just feeling a nice long side stretch. Your next inhale, using those nice strong core muscles, come all the way up. It's almost like we're coming into a warrior 2, but we're on our knees here. Relax the shoulders. Nice deep inhale. On the exhale, you're going to reverse the warrior. So the left arm comes down, the right arm reaches all the way over to the left. Inhale here, lengthen, reach that right arm to the sky. Exhale, reach over to the left. Maybe slide your left arm down that left leg a little bit further. Inhale one more time, reach that right arm to the sky. Exhale, reach all the way over to the left. Back up to the center, both arms reach to the sky. Exhale, right arm comes down, reach over to the right with that left arm. And then we'll simply switch sides. So let's take your hands out front. Now bring your left leg in to meet the right. And then set up your foundation and come to the opposite side. So this time your right leg comes out. And as your right leg comes out, arms are planted. Find yourself in a nice kickstand. And then some gentle rocks forward and back. Just feeling the stretch into the hip on that left leg. As you're here, bring that belly button up to the spine. Imagine you've got a bowl of water sitting on the back, kind of like your low back. And you want to keep that flat. So keep your back flat. Belly button hugged in. Engage your spine, your core muscles. Maybe even relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Take 2 more gentle rocks forward and back. And then we're coming back through center. I come on to that side lunge here. So this time your left hand comes down to the mat, either fingertips. Should have mentioned on the other side as well. If you need a little bit of support, you can also take a block if you needed to under the hand. Otherwise, fingertips tented or arm flat, reaching that right arm all the way over to the left. Feeling a nice long line in the body. Stretch, stretch, stretch. One more big breath in. Your next inhale, come all the way up. Reaching those arms out to the side, almost like you're in that warrior 2 position. Relax the shoulders, feeling that stretch across the fingertips. Nice big breath in here. Your next exhale, bring your right arm down to the right leg. Reach your left arm towards the right side. So on the inhales, find length in that stretch, maybe even bringing that left hand to the sky. And your right arm reaches down that right leg. Your left arm reaches to the right. One more time here. So reach to the sky. And the deepest stretch you can take over onto the right. Really feeling that stretch along the left side of the body. Your next inhale, let's come all the way up with the arms, reach to the sky. Let's take the palms up as well. It's like you've got plates or pizza boxes or something. Just rotating the wrists, the palms facing up, relaxing the shoulders down, rotating those wrists left to right. And then rotating the wrists in circles. And then rotating them in the opposite direction. Reach again to the sky. And let's bring ourselves down, forward. Bring the knees underneath the hips. And let's come into our table position. Again, nice flat back, shoulders away from the ears. We'll move with the breath into some cat and cows here. So as you inhale, chin forward, belly drops, tailbone back. On the exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Moving with the breath again as you inhale, chin forward, belly drops, tailbone back. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, belly forward, belly drops. Sorry, chin forward, belly drops, tailbone back. Round the back, chin to chest. Curling the toes under, pushing into the hands. Let's bring the hips to the sky into your first downward dog. The hips are feeling really tight. Feel free to bend the knees, send the hips up. We'll take 3 breaths in your downward dog, pedaling out the legs. Bring both feet off the mat, both heels off the mat, hips to the sky. On the exhale, we're going to step the feet towards the hands. Belly to chest. Inhale as you half lift. Nice flat back, coming forward. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up to standing, 1 vertebra at a time. Bringing those hands all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, nice flat back, half lift. Exhale, hands to mat, step the feet back. Holding yourself in plank here, coming to your knees. As you inhale, drawing that chest forward, finding space across the shoulder blades. On your exhale, slowly lowering down, elbows tucked in beside the body. Inhale, baby cobra, so hands underneath the shoulders, elbows tucked in. Lengthen from the tip of the head to the tips of the toes. Exhale, slowly lower down. Stay on your belly, tent the fingers on the top corners of your mat. We're going to work with a flow here. So as you inhale, bring the chest to the belly up. And then exhale, slowly lower down. And with the feet, you can point the toes to the opposite edges of the mat. As you inhale, lengthen. So as the top part of the body peels up, point the toes, bring the knees off the mat. Really engage everything from the tip of the head to the tips of the toes. And then exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, peel all the way up again. And this time, stay at the top. We're going to look over your right shoulder. And then look over the left shoulder. Nice deep breaths in. Look over the right shoulder. And then look over the left shoulder. Come back through center with the head. Exhale slowly down to the mat. Hands underneath the shoulders. As you inhale, push through the knees. And then back up to downward dog. Big toes together at the back of your mat. Inhale your right leg up to the sky. Bend that right knee. Let's take some hip circles here. We're going to do 3 hip circles in one direction. And then 3 hip circles in the other direction. If you need to drop to the knee, you can do this on your knees as well. Your next inhale, kick that right leg back behind you. On the exhale, step your right foot forward. Plant your left knee down. Come into your warrior one legs. So feet are on train tracks to find your balance. Bring your hands to your right knee if you need to for stability. And then when you're ready, come all the way up, arms to the sky. Exhale, cactus those arms down. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, sink down into that right knee, cactus the arms down. One more time, inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to mat on either side of that right foot. Come on, the ball of the back left foot. Inhale as you look forward. Exhale, right foot back to meet the left in plank or come to your knees. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down to the mat, elbows tucked beside the body. Inhale, baby cobra, or come all the way into upward dog. On the hands, tops of feet, lengthen across the chest. Curl the toes under, exhale back to downward dog. Big toes together, and then kick your left leg back. Exhale, bend your left knee. And then we'll continue those nice deep breaths, taking 3 circles of the left knee, opening up that left hip. So 3 circles in one direction. And feel free to come down to the knees if you want to do this in a table position instead. And then once you finish 3 circles in one direction, 3 circles with the left knee in the opposite direction, opening up that left hip. Your next inhale, reach that left leg back behind you. On the exhale, step that left foot forward, setting up for those warrior one legs. Feet are on train tracks for balance. Bring your right foot down, coming up to the top, reaching the arms to the sky. Your next inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, cactus those arms down. Inhale again, reach to the sky. Exhale, cactus the arms. One more, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to mat. Come on the ball of the back right foot. Hold yourself in this high lunge. As you inhale, look forward. Exhale, step left foot to meet the right. Hold yourself in plank here, come to the knees as you inhale. And then exhale, slowly lower down to the mat. Elbows tucked in beside the body. Inhale, baby cobra or into upward dog. And then down to the knees. Let's come into child's pose. So big toes together, knees to the outside of the mat. Option to keep the arms long, tenting the hands. Or for an added shoulder stretch, you can come to the elbows. Hands to prayer behind the head. And we'll hang out here in your version of child's pose for 3 breaths. And reach the arms forward if they're not already there. Slide the body forward, knees underneath the hips. And let's come all the way onto our backs. As you come onto the back, knees bent, feet planted, and then walk the heels a little further, a little closer to the bum so that you can touch the backs of the heels with the fingertips. And then if you have a block nearby, grab a block, or maybe you've got a little exercise ball or something. If you don't have anything, that's fine. But just putting a block between the knees so that you can engage the knees so that the knees aren't moving. And with the engagement of the knees, bring those knees together, really engaging the legs. We're going to move into some bridge poses here to stretch out the front line of the body. So palms can stay flat. As you inhale, pushing into the feet, send those hips up to the sky. And just keep your head looking up to the sky, or close down the eyes. You don't want to turn your head left or right here. And on the exhale, slowly bring those hips back down to the mat. Let's do that 2 more times. Option to keep the hands flat, or as the hips come high, the arms can come high, reach to the sky, and then reach back behind you. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale, arms can stay flat or reach to the sky and then back behind you. If you've got a block underneath the hips, you can move that out of the way. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Just a gentle rock left to right, massaging out the low back, perhaps even some little circles here. And then bringing the feet back down to the mat. Let's take that right ankle over top of the left knee, coming into a figure 4 stretch here. And we'll take that figure 4 stretch for 3 breaths, either right hand into the right knee, or bringing the left knee in towards the body, keeping that top foot flexed, the left foot just relaxed. 1 more deep breath in here. And then bringing that left foot back down to the mat, crossing the right knee over top of the left. Let's outstretch the arms to the sides, lift and shift the hips over to the right, and let the knees come over to the left, using that top right foot to keep the knees elevated. Hopefully that keeps your shoulders connected to the mat. And the arms can stay outstretched, or perhaps reach to the top corners of the mat in cactus. And as the knees come to the left, let's turn the head to the right. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Your next inhale, let's move those hips and the knees back through center. Bring the hands back beside the body. Uncross the knees. And then from that center position, let's switch sides. So left ankle over top of the right knee. Option 1 is to just simply use that left hand to open up the left knee, or reach and grab a hold of the back of that right knee. Bring that right knee towards the body. You can use that left elbow to open up the left knee. Really feeling a stretch in your left glute. Let's take 2 more big breaths here. Bringing that right foot back down to the mat. Cross your left knee on top of the right. You can have the arms out to the sides or cactus them to the top corners of the mat. Then shift the hips over to the left. As the knees come over to the right, use that top left foot to step down, keeping the knees high. And hopefully as you keep the knees a little bit higher, you can keep the shoulders connected to the mat as well. So again, arms can be out to the sides or cactus the arms. And let's bring the knees back in through center, shift the hips back through center, uncross the knees. And then one last posture before we finish. Let's bring the legs up to the sky and waterfall. Bring the blood flow back to the heart. Wiggle the toes, point flex the feet. Maybe the arms and the fingers reach to the sky as well. Just creating a little bit of movement. Flex, point, the hands, the feet. Just bringing all that blood flow back to your heart. And hugging those knees back into the chest. And one last big stretch. I know I said the waterfall was the last one. Let's stretch from the tips of the fingers to the tips of the toes. And then you can feel free to finish your practice here on your back or roll onto your side and meet me in a comfortable seat. Coming over to one side first. as we finish our practice together, let's take one hand on our heart, the other hand on top of that. And a gentle reminder to breathe like you love yourself. And breathe like you're cared for. Thank you so much for sharing your practice today. I can't wait to see you on the mat again soon. Namaste.